Well, I was asked to review and give some comments on this specific problem that you see on your screen right here, which came from the Chapter 5 homework problems assignment. It's question 2, which is exercise 5-02. A couple different students have asked me questions about it, and I did not have time to cover it in the WebEx that I did today. So I just want to make sure everybody had the chance to get some comments about it. And the setup of the problem is that we are given some financial statements that are basically wrong. They are intentionally falsified by the company, and the FBI has become aware of this, and there's a massive fraud that's being undertaken by this company regarding some real estate. And the investigation has basically determined that there's a fabricated transaction with a fictitious company done to make the financial statements look better. A $5 million sale price of some real estate with zero cash down and a $5 million receivable. Okay, and so they are basically showing us the fictitious financials, and then the goal of the problem is to fix the financials and show something that is real without the intentional fraud. And so here is they basically want both a balance sheet and an income statement prepared. Okay, so that's the setup to the problem right there, exercise 5-2, which was the second question from the Chapter 5 homework problems. And so I've got the answer right here. And let me make this a little bit bigger. So this is the textbook answer right here. Okay, and I'm going to just size it so you can see it a little bit better on the screen. And so hopefully what you can see by looking at this is that what's happened then is real estate property. Let's go down to the income statement first before we look at the balance sheet. And let me just scroll down here. Okay, income statement's right there. And you can see the income statement over here on the left side that there was a gain on sale of $3.2 million. That's gone. That was kind of your revenue. There was some interest income. That's gone. And there still is expenses of $1.2 million. Okay. And so what's happened is you did have revenue $3,380,000 and expenses of $1,200,000, net income of $2,180,000. And on the right side, the correct answer is there's no revenue because this sale was completely fictitious, and you still have expenses of $1.2 million. Okay, so the income statements changed significantly. And now on the balance sheet side, let's just compare both sides, the original versus what we have. Cash is the same. Real estate was $5 million over here. The receivable from real estate, there was no receivable on the right side. You still have $6 million of real estate properties on hand, and so you still have on the right side. And then on the left side, you had some interest receivable of $180,000. On the right side, that does not exist. What's different, though, on the right side is this property recorded as sold, $1.8 million. And so you have the $5 million sales price minus the gain on sale, the $3.2 million. So this $5 million sale price and the gain down here is $3.2 million equals a $1.8 million property value. Okay, so we're going to put that in right here, and that's probably the line that threw most of you off if you got this wrong, was this $1.8 million line. On accounts payable and mortgages payable, those stay the same, $100,000 and $6 million. The capital stock of $10,000 is the same, but what's different now is retained earnings. It's significantly different. It was $5,071,300. Now it's that $5,071,300 minus the gain on the sale, the fictitious gain on the sale, which is the $3.2 million and the $180,000 of interest. So those two numbers together make $3,380,000, and we subtract that because that revenue didn't happen from retained earnings, so the new retained earnings number is $1,691,300, which is very different than the previous retained earnings number of $5,071,300. So hopefully that makes sense after we do that. I think the biggest challenge was this property recorded as sold asset number over here. And in hindsight, probably not a question I should have assigned you. Um, First time I've taught this class using this book. I've taught this class a bazillion times, but never this book. And so usually when that happens, you usually find a problem or two that you assign that you kind of in retrospect go, it probably really was maybe above and beyond the scope of really what I was trying to accomplish. So, but I just want to make sure I gave everybody the opportunity to try to understand it and see the answers versus what the was given in the problem. So hopefully that makes sense. And if not, by all means, please let me know, and I'll try to clarify further. Thanks.